Alright, hello there. Hope that sounds good. Gotta figure out what screen my stuff is on. How is everybody doing? I guess, yeah, I'm not sure. Let me check. Okay, that's the right screen. I've been having my camera set up on the tripod on my desk in a hot minute. There we go. Sweet. Got my belt and my massage gun here. I've been using that a lot lately. There we go. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Davey? Whoever else is here. I'm finishing up my taquitos. I have some left, so apologies if you don't like eating sounds. I don't think they'll be too crisp, but we'll see. Probably need to get the mic a little closer. Okay. Rankings. Oh yeah, because the election. It is a night. Some of my friends are having a watch party. I was not about to be in a social setting with the election going on. So we'll keep the stream pretty much no politics talk. Just to, I don't care to bring drama into this channel too much. I know that can be hard on a night like tonight though. But I don't have anything pulled up, so I'll try to moderate the chat if people come in and start being inappropriate. I need to catch up on football. I don't really know what all happened last week. It was at the game, so I didn't. Or well, I was at a tailgate. I didn't pay too much attention to the whole of all that went on. I now play racquetball on Tuesdays with some people, and they like to go for a long time, which is fine. But they keep wanting to play after 7, and we start at 5:30, and an hour and a half is kind of my limit. But that means I don't have too much time to get home and shower and eat. So I wanted to move these live streams to like 7 before I started playing with them. But probably stick with 8 for the rest of the season, 8 p.m. I feel like I'm low on the camera. Need to tilt it down a little bit. How do you feel about lo-fi ASMR? I've been trying to make some more lo-fi type ASMR. Oh yeah, you can see the Friday video. The video I uploaded for Friday is kind of a lo-fi one. I want to get better at the visual triggers, like the Patrick ASMR type visual type triggers. because they're fun to do, but then at some point I feel like I'm copying too much. I don't know what that line is or if that's okay. It's like I want to be original and I don't want to just be someone who like copies a bunch of triggers, but I don't know. And I really like just hanging out in my garage, which sounds weird. Last winter, I had my tent set up in my garage and would just go and lay out in it because I feel very cozy when it's like cold outside and I can snuggle up and be warm in like a sleeping bag or with blankets on. And like I love sleeping with the window open. For that reason, get some like cold fresh air. So I think that's what's leading me to make a lot of videos in my garage. Excuse me, in my garage. And I like outdoor videos where they have like the background sound of like actual life, as long as it's not like someone like cutting down a tree or something, but you know, like a car going past or like a distant honk or like birds and stuff like that. And I can understand like other people not being super big on outdoor videos, so I'm trying to figure out the balance of like doing what I am finding a lot of fun, but not necessarily getting very many views versus what gets a lot of views. Your Grand Canyon short? I'll have to check that out. Let me I swear the shorts game is like wild too. It's like weird. I think it's got to be a different algorithm than like the normal videos. How it works though, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the at least for me personally, I guess two things. Like I love the short because I love the walking sounds on like when there's little rocks. If you're on like I don't know if you're on the sidewalk or on rocks, but either way, like a rough sidewalk is really great, and then walking on like little rocks is great too for me, like gravel. I love that sound. But then I'm also trying to figure out, and you'll have to let me know your experience too. I tried shorts for a little while, but I feel like YouTube's promoting shorts like crazy, right? To compete with TikTok, I'm guessing. But what, like, I feel like shorts are not the place to watch ASMR. So like I want to do shorts, but it feels like it's just not the right place. Your videos do horribly. Well, yeah. When I was in that same spot when I was starting out, and I think I went like 2 years before I got a video with 100 views. It was my very first video. No, that's a lie. My first video. I feel like the first video on a channel always gets picked up more by the algorithm, and then the rest just like tank. So I got like a few hundred views in my first video, and then the rest it took like 2 years before I got like 100 views again on a video, which is annoying. It was very demoralizing. I quit like 3 times. But that's okay. I guess that's, I mean, I don't know what the secret formula is. I just kept pumping stuff out until something stuck, really. So I feel like I'm not in a spot to give much advice, but I haven't watched your videos, Davey, but I just subscribed to you, and I'll give some of them a watch. I see you got a Balatro video. I used to play that a bit, so I'll probably check that one out. But I'd say just if you're trying to get more views and subscribers, just keep grinding it, and eventually the algorithm will decide your fate for the better. And that's pretty much my experience with it. I never really had a breakout moment in particular. It was just like a slow, steady grind. Anyways, I'm glad you agree that shorts aren't the spot for ASMR, because I feel like I'm missing something. I see some like the already big name people like GB. Like they'll post a short and it gets like 1 million views, but I'm guessing that's because they're already huge channels. Balatro. That's how I heard. My friend was the one who showed me that game, and I like game share with him on Steam. So he like taught me how to play it, because he's huge into the roguelike genres or type games. Like he's trying to like 100% Binding of Isaac. But yeah, I say Balatro. How do you say it? It is a weird word. I suppose it's not a real word, is it? Like the dude just made it up. Does it actually mean something either? Oh shoot, David, I just checked out your community page too. So you posted the founding member of my channel picture. That's neat that it popped up. I didn't know that it... Sorry, taquito down the wrong pipe. I didn't realize it popped up and showed stuff like that, but I appreciate it. I'll keep more in tune. Balatro? Is that how you... Balatro? Balatro. 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 Maybe. I mean, I could see either way. Balatro. Balatro, Balatro. Yeah, I got no clue. I haven't watched like a video on it at all. I don't think like there's a tutorial or any. I'm trying to think of if I've seen a video where somebody else besides my friend has said it. Balatro. Okay. Well, either way, it's an interesting game. I think I put like 10 hours into it, and I like won for the first time, and then I could not replicate it because I just got a god roll one time, and it was all downhill from there. I was also super big into Fallout at the time, though, so I had another game I wanted to spend my time on. Got shorts on. I'm ready to like go to bed after this. Pick up the kitchen, get under a blanket, play some Retro Bowl, or listen to some James Taylor, of fall asleep. That's the plan. Okay, I guess football. What has happened? I guess I really haven't looked. I don't know what happened the week before. Either way. Move some of these tabs over. I'll share my screen, picking out these games, just so there's something going on besides my face. This is the first weekend in over a month, maybe a month and a half, where I have no plans besides to do nothing, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm hoping I don't have to do too much work. I don't think I will. And all the plans the last month and a half have been fun, but it's just been busy. It's nice to take a break sometimes. West Virginia. Texas I have to do. Oh. So yeah, have you been playing Balatro a lot? Or just for the videos? Like, what other games do you play? Oh, and college basketball started. It's been exciting. I can't say that. That is exciting, not that's been exciting. Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. What a team name. Dang. That's sweet. Guessing you've gotten fairly far then. Do you play a lot? Sorry. Do you play... Nice. Do you play roguelites a lot or just Balatro? Sorry, that was loud. Move my plate over. Alright, the chair's done creaking now. Gotta check out the time zone games. Maryland. Vampire Survivors. What is that? Is that a game or a game type? I've never heard of that. Excuse my ignorance. Okay. So Life Sim, is that like The Sims? I know there's other games that are Life Sim, but I don't know what they are. That's sweet though. Gotta check my spreadsheet. Sheets. I have a spreadsheet for this time zone thing. I don't remember seeing Washington. Oh, geez. I got. Oh, Iowa. Okay. Washington and Penn State is the one. Other one. It's a game. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, not heard of that. Neat though. Texas. Michigan. I don't have to do Michigan, but I get that one. Is Michigan State playing? Maryland, Oregon. It's a time zone thing. Time zone. Talk about Texas. I'll put these with Iowa. Wait. Iowa. Michigan State. They're probably on a bye. Wednesday. Okay, they're on a bye. So no Michigan State. It's kind of a small slate, is it not? UCLA, 5.5. Yep. Penn State, 13.5. Oregon. Good Lord, it's getting bigger. 25. 24.5. Okay. Need to get that then. All right. Probably get this recording going. I think I know everything I need to know. I mean, last week was kind of a small slate. I will be dramatic because Iowa State lost. Start crying on camera. No. Okay. A little centered. Sorry. I don't know why I keep my headset on. When I record these, I don't have any sound playing. Put my chair all the way down. I'm not going to stand up for this one. I need to fix that cord. If my cord hung up. Does this sound good? I'm taking my headset off now. Excuse me. Sorry, that was rough. Okay. So we got Iowa, Washington, Maryland. Last week was okay, I'm going to record the video, and again, while I'm recording the video, I won't have the chat on one of my windows, so I won't be able to see it, I won't respond to it, but when I say like goodbye at the end of the recording video, I won't actually be shutting off the live stream. I'll still be around until about the end of the hour, 9 o'clock for me, whatever time it is for you. But yeah, just record the video like normal. Go to this camera first. Okay, let's see. Yep, and then I'll pull up that. Okay. Okay. And we're going to start the recording. There we go. Hello, everybody. It is with a heavy heart that I have to say that Iowa State's undefeated run has come to an end in a rather sad way. This was not how we wanted it to end, losing with our strength, but, you know, every Cinderella season has to come to an end. Not really that it was a Cinderella season, but we had a good run. Surprising that we lost to Tech. Lost by 1. A lot of questionable plays. Was a sad day, but we'll get through. There are a lot of implications that this means, which I'll go over a little bit, but here we are. I'm recording this on the live stream Tuesday night. There's a lot going on in the world, but one of the things that happened already is that the first college football playoff rankings have been released, and Iowa State is 17, same spot in the AP poll. Other notable Big 12 teams, I guess you can find the list yourself, but Big 12 teams are BYU is 9, Iowa State's 17, Kansas State's 19, and Colorado is 20. For those of you who want other teams, Texas is 5, and somehow Notre Dame is 10. Boise State's only 12, and Wazoo's 21, Army's 25. That's hilarious. But to get into things, I, again, don't have too much of a recap for last week. Apologies for not having a video or a live stream last week. It got hectic. And then this weekend, it was homecoming for the Iowa State game. Made it a little bit more bitter. But because of that, we were tailgating the whole time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other games going on. And I won't have the utmost analysis for any other games. And apologies for that. But we'll get through it. So, to flip over to the other screen, we've got the first game I want to talk about is on a Friday night, Iowa Hawkeyes versus UCLA. And for those of you who watch these videos a lot, you know that I mentioned the 2+ time zone trend, and this fits the bill. There's 3 this week. Last week there were 2. They went 0-2. Semi-unsurprisingly, Michigan needed to cover against Oregon, and Nebraska needed to cover 7.5 against UCLA and lost by 7.5. So that one was surprising. The Michigan one, not so much. But there's 3 this week, and I have them up front here. The first one's Iowa versus UCLA. Iowa has their new quarterback. Let me switch here so my face isn't so bright. Iowa has their new quarterback, now that Cade McNamara is out for a bit. Hopefully they don't bring Cade back, because Iowa has been looking like a top 15 team in the country these last couple weeks with Brendan Sullivan in, and that's exciting to see. This is an interesting game, though. One of the ones where Iowa has to go to UCLA. Thankfully, Friday games are always going to be weird, right? But it's not an 11 a.m. game where it would be a 9 or an 8 a.m. game for Iowa. So it could be worse. Their body clock shouldn't be too off whack, but it is a Friday game, which makes it a little weird. The trends for these, of course, we're going to bet the home team spread on all 3 of these games. So 5.5 is a weird number, but we'll be betting it. Got to follow the trend. Switching over. These aren't in order because they're the 3 trends. Washington at Penn State. Washington, I don't really know too much about them anymore. They've really fallen off. Penn State's fine. They lost to Ohio State. I don't know in what fashion that game was. They were ahead in the first quarter, but it's Ohio State, which is on another level. So 13.5 is a good number. It's got the hook, and it's on your side if you're betting Penn State. So follow the trend. Bet minus 13.5. Finally, for the last trend, a little out of order, but Maryland at Oregon. Very big time zone difference. Is that 3 or 4? I don't know. Oregon is great. Maryland is not. 25 is a lot of points. 24.5, 25, 25.5. That's a lot of points. Over 3 touchdowns, but it's probably possible. Oregon is blowing out some teams. They're really great. So not much to analyze, but these are the 3 trend games for this week. There's only 2 more games next week that follow this trend, and then that's it for the season. So if you want to hop on it before the season's over, feel free. But now on to the Big 12. I don't know what's going on with either of these teams. Let me check. I have the ESPN scores pulled up here. I think Cincinnati did something last week. What did they do? Maybe they sat down last week. I'm not really sure. Let me Control F that. Yeah. Okay, Cincinnati took a break last week, so that's fine. You're welcome for the expert analysis. Maybe West Virginia did too. I don't really know too much. Excuse me. 4.5 is a weird number. I don't know. It's a good game to start the day with, I suppose. I don't know what other outside the Big 12 games there are at 11 a.m. on Saturday, but this could be a good game to watch. I'm hopefully going to watch it, and I'll root for West Virginia because Iowa State played them. What a game. You know, the spread would have been a lot different if last weekend ended a little bit differently. Our defense was good. Our offense just couldn't get anything going. 2 big drops. Not that it defined the game. This was more of a death by 1,000 cuts type of game. And this is an interesting one because it's played in Arrowhead Stadium where the Chiefs play. And the crowd will probably be split 50-50 Cyclones, Jayhawks, maybe leaning towards the Cyclones, but the place is huge, so who knows. It's in an NFL stadium. That's weird in and of itself. I don't know if there's a home field advantage baked in with this +3 at all. Kansas isn't bad. I mean, they have 1 win, so their record is a lot different from what they're actually like. Oh, apologies. I'm scared. I mean, ISU has to pretty much win out to get in the college football playoffs. They at least need to win the Big 12 championship. Sorry for the noise upstairs. I can't control that. Unfortunately, I have to root for Texas Tech the rest of the season. But this is going to be a scary game. I'll have my eyes glued to this one, praying and hoping that the Cyclones bounce back. I think they should be able to, but Kansas is always scary. Anyways, sorry for the noise. 30 minutes after our kick, the Buffaloes and the Red Raiders, going to have their game. Of course, Colorado could have a backdoor into the Big 12 championship and go to the college football playoffs for the Big 12, which is terrifying. It'll probably happen because of how much I dislike them and don't want that to happen, and they'll do it because that's how life goes, I suppose. But I'll be rooting for Texas Tech. Colorado's been decent. As much as I hate to admit it, they have a good shot at going through if BYU drops anything. After this game, Colorado has a pretty cheese schedule too, so they should be fine. But hopefully they lose this game. Oklahoma State is garbage. They have fallen the hardest out of any team in the Big 12. Probably the hardest out of any team in the country besides Florida State that I know of. And TCU is fine. Obviously more than fine compared to Oklahoma State, though. I don't think this will be too much of a game. I'll probably be wrong. More of a game to watch at the exact same time, though. Central Florida versus Arizona State. I mean, I don't know much about Arizona State either. I feel like I was paying attention to these games a lot more at the start of the season, but then once I started doing a lot on the weekends, haven't been able to keep up. I'm going to go for UCF because, again, Iowa State played them. More of a quality win for us. Finally, for the Big 12, late night, what is this, the Holy War? This has a name. Late night game. I don't think I'm going to be staying up till midnight to watch the end of it. Could be a big game for BYU, though. I'm not sure what the rest of BYU's season looks like, schedule-wise, how easy or hard their games potentially look. But this could be a big game for them. Could break their undefeated season. I don't know who I want to win the Big 12. Obviously, I don't know what all the tiebreakers and stuff are. I don't know who I need to root for Iowa State to get in the championship and win it. Who I would even want to play in the championship game. So there's a lot of sitting down and thinking I need to do. But I don't know if it's worth it for the next couple weeks until the season gets later on, because then it's all speculation. But either way, this should be an interesting game. Last week there were no games after 7 p.m. that started after 7 p.m. So this is nice to have some night games again. Finally, by demand, Texas, Michigan State's on a bye, so no them. Texas, once again, looking like they'll be fine against Florida. Florida's alright. They're not great. Texas is a powerhouse, so, I mean, there's not really much to analyze when they're just stomping teams. So, yeah, that's about the end of it. So I kept the tabs open so I can go back and look at those time zone trend games, but it's been an interesting last week or two. Tough loss coming out of a bye. Cyclones are sad cyclone noises, but season's not over by any means. I mean, we're still having a historic season, just doing what we have done so far, so I'm not going to lose sight of that. And, you know, be happy from where we've come. There's still chances to do big things, and yeah, so hope that your weekend goes well, you enjoy some college football, and some NFL maybe. Trade deadline just finished up today for the NFL, and stuff's going on, I suppose. I haven't really been paying too much attention to it, honestly, but if you have, I hope you're doing well, and I hope your fantasy team is doing well too, if you're playing. So, thanks for watching. I will see you all in another video, or if you're back for the college football, see you next Wednesday. Peace. Alright, my voice hurts. That was a lot of talking. Ooh. Man. I don't know why that noise upstairs, I'm sure I only pay attention to it when it is annoying, but that noise upstairs seems to only happen when I'm trying to do stuff. Tragic. Sports. Yeah, that's fair. Are you in the central time zone? I feel like especially now in daylight savings time, the closer to Christmas, I guess that's when the winter solstice is, right? Whenever the shortest day is, that's the 21st, right? Either way, the closest to that, it gets, the earlier and the earlier I get tired, because the sun goes down at 5. So sad. Ugh. I'm like ready for bed. These last few days since daylight savings time started, not so much Sunday, but like Monday, yesterday I suppose. Like I got home at 5, I think, 4:30 or 5. And like the sun was setting at, so then by 6:30 I was like, oh man, it's like 8 o'clock, I gotta go to bed. And like, gosh, it just threw me off so much. It's always so hard to adjust to that for me, because like I love the sun and being outside. Why can't I find this game? Oregon. The 21st, yeah. So I don't know enough about this. Daylight savings time started on the 1st or 2nd or whatever day that was. Okay, the 2nd into the 3rd. So it was like the 2 a.m. on the 3rd. Isn't the like other daylight savings time in like March or something? Like, why is it so lopsided against the shortest day? Maybe they're not like correlated at all, but like I would think. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, pretty much. 7 weeks, give or take a day, from the 21st is November 3rd. And then 7 weeks from that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be like February 9th. When is daylight? March 10th. Wait, when's the next year? That's crazy. Wait, so is daylight savings time? Which one's the right time? Is it the summertime or the fall time? Or the winter time? I don't know. Second Sunday in March and ends the first Sunday of November. Why? I need to read up on this. Yeah, so it'd be Sunday, March 9th. But it should be February 9th if it's the same amount of time on both sides of the... Gosh. Oh, they've gone to the bathroom again. That one was shorter. I don't know why it does that. Time zones confuse you. Yeah, I don't understand like the why behind it. Whatever, man. It's not like I need to know it, I guess. What good is it for me? I just have to be in the dark. Yuck. Washington, Penn State. Oop. Jesus. Sorry. Anyways. Yeah. I just want to be in the sun. Then, like, I don't care about going to school or going to work in the dark. Like, I'm still half asleep anyways. Might as well just keep me in the dark. Maybe I'm just an old senile man. Is that the right word? Hi, Joey. What's going on? I'm gonna change my camera back. There we go. I vacuumed my apartment for the first time in a while. It's very nice. I have the vacuum marks, like when you push and pull it back, you know how it leaves a pattern? Got that on my floor. That's been nice. It smells good. Good times, good times. Alright. Might call it there. So, let's see. Type in the info for this video and then I'll probably call it. Head off to bed. Where am I at? College football week 11 preview. Type a little description. There we go. Oh, since I'm doing this now, Davey, when you're uploading video, I don't know if you do it from your computer or your phone, but I always make sure in the on the first screen when you upload it on the computer, the details page, there's like a show more button. So hit show more and always turn off automatic chapters and allow automatic places. Because then, at least if you care about like the privacy and stuff, the chapters is more of a personal preference thing. That way, if you want YouTube to make chapters, but then sometimes it'll just make them without you knowing, and it'll be garbage. The automatic places, it's like the location you're uploading from is embedded in the metadata of the video. I don't know if people can find it, but I don't really care for like YouTube to know exactly where I'm at because I uploaded a video. That's just what I do. You're supposed to tag it, but I just have like ASMR as a default tag. And I don't tag all of mine. Sometimes I'll tag some of them, but like the role plays I'll tag as role play. Anyways, my helpful tip. Alright. Well, I'm going to call it there. I'll change this. Oh, that's good. I will talk to you later. Thanks for coming by and thanks for chatting. I hope the rest of your night goes alright, given everything going on. And, yeah, take care and I'll see you around.